There are a few things in our lives these days that the less we talk about them, the better the news probably is. The quality of our drinking water, probably one of them. Peter Nardi, the General Manager of the Hilton Head Public Service District, joining us. So I'll cut to the chase, Peter. How's the quality of our water?
It's very good, Bob, and thanks for asking.
Sure.
We've got some really professional utilities here on the island, and we do a lot in terms of our tap water treatment here. Our utility on the north end, the mid-island, we right now are getting about 50% of our water supply from our state-of-the-art reverse osmosis water treatment plant that's up on Jenkins Island.
That's great. So then we're not having to take it from the aquifer, I guess?
Well, the reverse osmosis plant uses brackish groundwater. It's
All right.
down in the aquifer, but it's already brackish. So you're taking that salty source and you're treating it and turning it into a big part of our tap water supply now here on the island.
That's fantastic. How can we use water more efficiently? We love to have our lawns watered in the summertime and have them nice and green. And we have had some good showers lately, but we're probably overusing there, my guess.
You know, that's a really good point, Bob. Here on the island, about half of our annual demand for water goes for irrigation. So it's all of us irrigating our landscapes at our homes and businesses. And you know, the US EPA tells us that of all of our irrigation usage, you know, nationally about 50 to 60% of tap water goes for irrigation, depending on the region. But they tell us too that, you know, about half of that is probably being wasted from overwatering. So locally here, our utility, the PSD, we always point people to a really neat program called Carolina Yards. It is a Clemson Extension Service program. You can just Google Carolina Yards, you'll come right to it. And it teaches some really cool principles about your residential landscape, how to water wisely, how to have a water efficient landscape in the first place.
That's great stuff. Let's talk a little bit about coming off of Matthew. We haven't talked much since the storm. How's the system working since then? How much of a hit did the water system take? And obviously you got it back online pretty quickly, but how are we doing in
Sure.
regards to coming back from that?
That's a great question, Bob. You know, our water production assets here on the island after a catastrophe like Matthew, they proved how resilient they are. Like you pointed out, we really were able to get the water system back up and running for everyone very quickly. Same with our wastewater system. Really resilient assets there that we were able to, you know, bring them back quickly. So you see a lot of small breaks from something like Matthew, all of those small water service lines that are in your yard running from our main to your home. When the trees came up, those get pulled up here because those lines are fairly shallow here in an area like ours. But our big production assets really held strong. I think that's a testament to putting the right types of assets in place and the investment we've done here on the island to have a very sound public tap water system and wastewater treatment systems.
All right. Good news. Good to hear it. Thanks so much, Peter. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Peter Nardi of the Hilton Head PSD.